Hey y'all. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? It's Oliver Twix here, your nerd boy cutie, always reporting for duty to do the Lord's work once again. And we are back in the classroom on this Monday to review episode 11 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, joined by none other than one of my favorite people in this entire world. Everybody say hello to Quentin T. Harris.
Hey, good morning.
Let me give you the Oh, what's going on? How are you?
Nothing much. I'm well, boo. How are you this week?
I'm doing really well. I cannot complain. The Lord is high above the heavens and all the glories
Oh,
above all the nations. I'm doing really well this week. How you doing?
I'm tired as hell. I'm,
Now, Kelly Price, what you got going on?
yeah, I'm just waking up.
I'm so sick of Kelly being tired.
Called myself going out last night, and yeah, this is the voice and the energy that y'all are getting today. Um, yeah, I'm not the go out type anymore. Those days are gone.
Are they done?
They're done of me. And then trying to pop up in the morning and like I'm be professional. Those days are done, babes.
Yeah, they're finished. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
finished. A
It's
bitch
sad.
is old. A bitch is old.
It's the fact that your voice is like in the basement.
I can't even bring it up right now, Oliver.
That
Been
is
trying.
crazy.
I'm trying. I've been trying like the past 30 minutes. You might get like a octave up in like the next 30 minutes,
Not
but
a whole octave.
when I wake up, it's me. So I'm sorry. It's very Barry White right now. It's
Not
like
a whole octave, not a perfect 8. A little music theory for the nerds
see
out
like
there.
right. I'm about to say you hear the laugh came up an octave.
Bitch, you sound
What?
like Marlo.
I'm tired, bitch. It's that
Last night drained you.
drained me, child. I ain't even got no pants on down here.
For real, let me see.
I can't. You will get your whole life shut down. Let's just say.
I was playing when I said do that.
Stop. Don't tell me you do nothing this morning. I'm just trying to be in the number this morning. I see you at your grandparents' house. How's your week? Happy Monday.
Girl, we're gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to take that part out. Jesus, that looks scared me.
They ain't see nothing.
They ain't see.
And definitely want little. Okay. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started, okay?
How was your week, boo? You look good.
Thank you so much,
Florida looks
baby.
good. Let me sit down.
Just stop leaning up in the chair now.
A bitch that got up in 7, 8 weeks. No, 11 weeks.
Just sit down. Just don't get up. Just sit down and just don't get up.
What's up, Q-Tips? Sorry, y'all are catching me in rare form this morning.
Oh yeah, he is in rare form. My weekend was pretty well. I'm down here in Fort Lauderdale for my scoot over a little bit. Q, you like all the way to yeah, there you go. Yeah. I came down here for my godbrother's graduation and trunk party.
Shout out to all the graduates this weekend. I
Yeah.
have just been loving seeing all of my Black people walk across that stage, whatever degree, whatever school. I've just been seeing so many from my cousins to friends.
Yeah.
Hearing about your family members. So shout out to all the Black graduates. I will be joining you guys next year, the year of 2026.
Yeah.
Excited, May 2026. So this is actually the month I'll be graduating next year. So I have like a full, this is all. I'm just loving seeing what I'm seeing because I know I'm right behind you guys. So shout out to all of my family, Oliver's family, all of the families chat in the or cousins in the chat. If you have somebody graduate, so just shout out to y'all because I've just been seeing so much Black excellence across my TL this weekend, and it made me really happy.
Yeah. I'm so proud of everybody. Early congratulations to you as you're in film school.
I take that.
The big one.
Because a bitch is on his hands and knees trying to get in school, y'all. Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Yes.
I'm on my hands and knees crawling through school now for nothing else.
Not hands and knees.
I want to go and clarify because this lot, your lives been jumping They've been jumping. So I want to go ahead and clarify. Speaking of, did you go live last week?
I did not go live last week. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So I ended
Go ahead
up.
and run it to me, bitch.
Yeah. I'm actually glad that you did that because let's first do this, right? You got scared. You got scared for a second. You was like, "Child, what is she gonna do?"
Please. I'm too drunk. I'm a little drunk.
What's going on?
What's going on? What else is going on?
Housewives of Atlanta, that is. Which we will get into very briefly. But I ended up not going live last week because I traveled to Orlando to go get my second laser hair removal session. And then I spent like a day or two there and I came down to Fort Lauderdale and have been with my family and just hanging out and chilling. So yeah, I did a lot of work before I left Atlanta because I'm traveling at least like for the next I'm on week 2 now. And so, baby, when I left Atlanta, I was tired. I have filmed so many videos and just trying to get so much shit done. So yeah. I did not go live. And since I didn't go live last week, which actually I'm glad I did not go live last week because I'm gonna talk about it today. Right now. And I got you. You don't gotta put your camera on black. I got you. I'm finna help you out in just one quick second. Yeah. No, I mean, listen, we here. Okay, so listen. I'm gonna put this up for right now because Q don't like to be in the mess. He told me last week.
Thank
Don't
you.
like to be in the mess. What you say?
Thank you.
Yeah, we go. So when they clip it. So what I'm addressing is, not last week. It could have been last week. I don't know what the children be doing. Ain't nothing come across my timeline or my desk. At least I don't think so. But like the week before, the children were down there to our friend TTB, Thirst Trap Boys, I believe. The owner of Chasing Reality and the patrons of said things. And I don't know if they're like current cast. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm not even going to try to name it because then the people be like, he being shady. But the people were just going live in response to some of the comments shared on my channel over here. And then, other people started coming out. Okay, now just wait a minute, Hat. Now turn it back on. No, turn it back on. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. you just over there. I love you so much. You really are one of my favorite people in this world. I promise you.
Noises
but then
and distractions over here.
Okay. But then I saw like Ariel had said something, which I love her. I love Ariel. I kind of read what she said, but I'm just gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. And I just want y'all to know this. When it comes to Oliver Twix and conflict or beefs or anything like that, y'all really have about 30 seconds of my attention, only because in my opinion, if you truly have something to say to me, you would text me, call me, email me, DM me. Everybody has my phone number. Everybody knows how to get in contact with me. So, and this doesn't only apply to this situation. This applies to any situation I've ever been in. I never go watch anyone's live. The only reason why I watch TTB is because I like TTB and I like how he dissects stuff. And I do like hearing other people's opinions just so I can keep myself in check and make sure I'm not missing anything, because I don't really care to be right. I just want to be the best. And so sometimes that does require you to hear other people's opinions. So there are people that I check in with, but when it comes to like people like the owner of Chasing Reality and just like, I don't be listening, because if you really wanted to talk, you can come talk to me directly. In my opinion, when people get on live and like share things that have been shared, you're doing it for attention. Like when in my case, I reached out many times to talk privately before any of this ever was a thing. Even before I knew it was a thing, I had reached out several times via email, via text, and phone call to have a conversation and address any discrepancies that people may have had. For whatever reason, The owner did not take that, and Dario, he didn't take that opportunity. And we respect people's choices. Do I agree? No, but I respect it, and I don't hate him for it. That was his decision because I wasn't the one with the problem. I was looking to set him free from whatever feelings he was having on the inside. I do want to say this, I'm sorry. 1 second. I want to say this. I want to say two things, actually. I want the record to reflect that all of this started online from the owner of Chasing Reality getting on his social media and talking about me, screenshotting my content and making a jab about when rent is due, make a video. Which I placed this up here because this placard stamped by Facebook that actually is in all of the marketing for Facebook's new monetization launch they're doing around the world for creators to join the platform. This right here, the 6 million, is very much so a direct result of someone telling me to make another video. And it just positively encouraged me to do what I am great at, which is making videos. And so I'm grateful for that sentiment. It's honestly one of the most powerful things ever spoken to me. When Ren is due make another video, you damn right. When rent is due, make another video, and I'm glad that's all I have to do when my rent is due, soon to be mortgage. We claim it in Jesus' name. You know what I mean? But I do want to say this. This didn't start with me ever deliberately talking negative about the platform or the show. I feel like if it's praise, then it's okay. If it's kudos, it's okay. But the moment that someone gives critique on, and in my case, I was critiquing really the cast and their contributions, and never did I ever critique the actual show platform or owner about anything. Probably this last live I did with you a year after all this has started was really probably like my first time I've ever shared.
Right.
First time I've ever said anything. Yes, first time I've ever said anything.
Correct. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, it's okay.
That I think that we both have said anything publicly, and I don't even want to say too much today because I know it'll go haywire. And I just want to, while I am talking, I just want to address the people that was like, "Oh my gosh, when so-and-so dropped their receipts."
Okay. Well, just hold on, Q.
No, I'm not coming on camera. No, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying, just hold on. Let me finish my little piece now. Yeah, like I never came at the platform. Again, let the record reflect. Me posting that thing was a repurposed live I did months ago, talking about what was going on negatively in my life, and even in that segment, I attributed it to my experience, which I am entitled to because I lived it and I felt it, and it was my reality. It was my reality.
Like we can't say nothing.
It was never directed or attributed to the owner or the platform, and I only gave the owner and the platform flowers, grace, and kudos. In all my conversations I've ever had, and then from there, from me addressing that, then it became going live. And honestly, doing all the things he said he fired you, Reese G, about, which was going live and being down in the comments and talking about everybody. So I'm not
doing that.
No, he's doing that now. Hence why I'm talking right now.
Thank you. Okay.
I mean, it's his choice, but again, I just remember back in the day, a lot of the reason why, at least why I was told, and I think publicly, why like Reese G was let go. And I know personally you, because it was a whole thing with Nicole, was about leadership, being on social media and carrying on. And look where we are. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw him cammed up, I said, I said, life is truly what you make it. You know what I mean? We got to get it.
I think I was finally glad to hear something.
I didn't even hear what he said, but even like that, because I did see the headline, it was like, why is this even a thing when people have tried to talk to
asking for a conversation?
When people have done to try to, when people have tried to do the professional thing and talk to you, And for whatever reason, we're gonna let everybody do their thing. Hold on, Q. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna turn it over to you. We're gonna go to the next thing because this is not about. I just wanted to say this because I didn't say it last week, and then I wanted to clip it. Yeah, I don't have no awe against the platform. And I feel like anybody who really looks at my content, that people don't walk away saying Oliver's dragging them. Like, and honestly, I'll say this too. I'll apologize if my truth and my reality comes off as a drag to you. I would encourage you to not look at it as a drag and maybe look at it as an opportunity for growth, to correct something or do better or change or think about something. I'm very grateful for my time there. 6 years I was there. I was there for 6 years. I was there for 6 years, and I'm so grateful for all of the magic that I was able to be a part of, all of the people I was able to meet, even the challenges and the obstacles and the down points. I'm grateful for them because it made me the person I am today, and I love her. Um, However, again, with echoing what I said before, what Q over there doing? He over there chilling. Echoing what I said before, I will always talk about it, because it's a part of my story.
Brown? I like that right there, bitch. I'm sorry. I like that.
Y'all, people like this little flip. I'm gonna bring it back. I've been experimenting with my hair.
Through your hair. I just want to put my fingers through your hair.
Again.
Okay, girl. Now I'm finna cut my mic off, bitch. You going too much. There'll be another video.
That damn Oliver know how to just get it going.
Get it started.
Just say one thing, it just goes bananas.
I made sure I didn't wear no network shirts today for your.
You're so funny.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're okay, baby. Such is the life.
Well, why are you taking a sip? I just want to take a moment to say.
Hold on.
Oh, I ain't saying shit.
Because you originally said you wasn't saying anything about this.
I wasn't, but you this deep in.
Okay.
I was waiting for this last week.
Yeah, I have no problem with the platform, and again, I want to always go on record by saying I want to see the platform continue to do great. I want to see the platform continue to launch stars. I want to see people come on there and make money and become known and become influencers and work and elevate. I'm never going to pray, especially honestly, I'm just being transparent, 100% transparent right now. A person who has shaped themselves and presented themselves to be my enemy, I'm definitely going to pray for your success. I'm definitely and trust me, I feel it genuinely. And I think that's a lot of times why people call me fake. They're like, Oliver, how can you still say that? And whatever. Baby, I love God way more. And I be anticipating the things that he promises in his book. When you love your enemy, when you don't return fire with fire, when you forgive, when you take the higher road, when you be calm, when you are forgiving, when you are compassionate. It says it in the word. And let me tell you this right here, 10 rising creators you need to start following if you haven't already, according to Yahoo and BuzzFeed, two of the largest multimedia conglomerates in the world, is a result of said actions. And call me a greedy Christian, I may be, but I want to continue to bask in his glory and his blessings. So I will always wish well genuinely on other people. One, I'm not a hater, and two, that's what the Lord requires of us. And so I will always, again, in closing, wish them well. I will always give them props and kudos when it is deserved, when I find it appropriate. However, in me traversing what I do as Oliver Twix, if I share a memory or a sentiment or something like that maybe rubs you the wrong way, I'm not doing it to anger you. I'm just doing my job and operating in my own life and sharing my story the way that I feel comfortable and appropriate. And what feels comfortable and appropriate to me is to always be truthful. Whether I look bad or not, be truthful. What you got to say, Q? You might as well put Cam up because the people know it's your voice. Come on now.
I agree with the being truthful. I think one statement I just want to add to last week's madness, and I'm definitely done with it, is I was just reading a lot of comments about like, oh my gosh, Q wouldn't have anything to say, or he wouldn't say anything behind, after what happened last week with the owner, putting out his video. He didn't say anything that wasn't already said, For me, it was more so hearing it from him. When you've been at a brand, Oliver said, well, you've been here 6 years. I've been here, I think 8, or 9, or 9.
You ain't no 8 and no 9. Now you be adding stuff. Now they turned it. It went from 6 to 5 to 3 to 4.
I did 3 years of the show. I had like a year break. where I was filming another show. So that was 4. And I did 2 years of LA. That's 6. And so what
I
I'm at,
would
like
give you 7. I would give
7
you
or
if
8.
I'm at, you know what, can you
But
maybe at 8?
I've been in
You maybe
California
at
for
8.
7 years, right? So it's
Yeah,
longer than
you've
that.
been at 8. No,
I've
you
and
I, actually let me shut my ass up. You were there for about 7,
thank
almost 8
you. People
years.
be trying to tell
Shut
me my
up.
motherfucking story. Shut the fuck up. I'll let you. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just want to say, like, last week, I think for me, when I say like, oh, it was good to hear closure. It was good to hear something. You guys got to remember the live that I said a couple of weeks ago. I only heard from HR. So to finally hear something from him was great because I've been there for 6, 7, 8 years, and then you fired me through somebody else. I don't know why. Yeah, it's all these things leading up to it, but at the same time, these are all the things that you're doing as well. So never in a million years did I think I was going to get quote unquote fired for the things that were taking place. Me responding to people, we see him respond to people all the time. Not even just me and you, Oliver. We can take it from A to Z. Stuff being late. That particular network is late to this day. No shade. You know what I'm saying? Was your show late, Oliver?
Was my show? Yeah, my show was late almost
In the
every week. I think
in the
every week.
in the
And
mix was
honestly, I'm not being shady. It wasn't my fault. Like, it
in the
honestly.
mix was Twix was late every single week. So if my show, why couldn't my show be a couple of days late or a couple of weeks late? If you're telling me I'm the editor or I have to edit and et cetera, but at the same time, I've never edited. So if things are a couple of days late, you're like, oh my God, I told you to have it in by this date. Babe, I don't do any of these things. And
I mean,
these are things that you help us with. So if I'm bringing a project to the platform, you would only think that someone behind the scenes is helping me. But I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a camera operator. Those are things that I'm learning. I'm new to producing. I'm new to all of these things. So I think for me, if I'm bringing something to the platform, I think that the owner would try to help me. And that's all I'm saying. Listen, y'all can go back and forth with y'all opinions. Like, oh, Q would cop out when he said something. Babe, those are things I already know. And there was a particular situation that two things were going into one when it came to me being homeless and the pin number from YouTube years ago. I think those were two situations that was colliding together. And but I just don't feel like breaking it down and like, okay, those are two separate situations. It
yeah.
wasn't about being homeless, but why are we going to go back and forth on the internet to continue to give people a problem, to continue to give people videos to post, and to continue to give people more ammo? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. Y'all can do that all day long. And you can say, hey, I'm doing it right now. I'm saying it because I know there's some Q-tips out there. I want to clear my name. This doesn't look good business-wise for me. Even though I am doing other things, people look at all this shit. I had an opportunity just last week where I was in a very big, credible connect and platform and etc. And they were saying like, hey, we went to your YouTube, we went to your Instagram, we went to this, we went to that. So I'm not saying this to get a reaction or for somebody to create a video or anything like that. I'm saying these things publicly because one day somebody's going to want to work with me, or somebody's going to look back at this or whatever. And so I just don't want bad business or just bad shit out there, especially shit that's not cleared up. So I don't even want to make this too long, and I've been talking way too much because I didn't want to talk on this at all. But I just feel that I just wanted to clear. Yes, I'm going to keep my screen off because we start talking about housewives. I'm just done. Oh, I know you live for this shit. I don't. I get to.
I
I
mean,
I
it's a
want to
part of my
pop. I
dual
want to
job,
pop it. I
child.
want to pop it. Yo, that's cute for you, but I ain't YouTube or Instagram or Facebook ain't paying me enough to have my
Well,
mother.
girl,
Oh,
I
let
did
me.
take you
Hold
off the
on.
screen. You did not have
Let
to
me.
talk
Let
about
me.
it. You chose to
I
talk
know.
about it
I'm just
today.
saying, like
So don't be blaming me.
they ain't not paying me enough to get it crunk and keep going back and forth. All these things. I'm working in real life. No shade. You know what I'm saying? I'm in school in real life. I'm in LA Film School. I don't have time to be continuously going back and forth about this. I just want it to be cleared up. I'm grateful for the platform. I'm grateful for the allowing them to catapult me into like the next realm for success. I'm glad and I'm grateful for all those things. I just wanted a little bit more respect. Y'all can say like, oh, business is business. He don't got to tell you nothing. That's fine, babes. That's fine. That's why I moved on. When I say last week brought me clarity, it was the first time that I've heard it out of his mouth, which wraps me back around to you saying, oh, you never had a conversation, you know, with him. You never heard these things from him. So, and that's just what I was saying. Like, it gagged me to see him cam up and, you know, do all these things, but you didn't tag me, you didn't at me, and I'm blocked. So how was I gonna fucking see it? My thing is, like, let's have a conversation. Or let's not at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this point, we don't have to, but don't just make it seem like, oh, I just did all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things, when, girl, I'm looking at the leader do the exact same thing. You're going back and forth to this day. Stuff on that network is late to this day. No shade, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. So the receipts and you going live last week, I was just like, okay, it was good to hear from your mouth, but like, it didn't really gag me. So all these people you talking about calling and all these different things, let's call them up, babe. Let's call Gardini. I know who you're talking about. Gardini done flipped and scammed and been a friend and befriended everybody over here. We know you're talking about Gardini, girl. But those are two separate situations. But we're not gonna dive into it. This is my last. I'm camped down for a reason. Oliver, I'm gonna let you finish. I just wanted to say that one little thing, that it wasn't about, oh, I'm a punk, or of course Q ain't got nothing to say. No, babe, I don't want to continue this going down a rabbit hole of foolishness. Okay, because that's just what it's gonna be. You gonna keep saying and exposing shit. I'm gonna keep saying and well, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna keep saying exposing shit. Do your big one. I wish everybody the best. I'm happy for the platform. I'm happy for my particular city. I'm so happy for Andre Hammonds. Do your big one with season 3, or, you know, carry it on to season 4. In this industry, it's all about pivoting.
And yeah. Someone says, do you think you guys can make up? This is Mia Harris in the chat.
Who's that? Hey, Mia. Hey, Harris.
An update on T.S. LaKendra. I actually heard from T.S. LaKendra the other day. I heard from her the other day.
You know what sucks about me and T.S. LaKendra? I feel like we never got to know each other.
Child.
She pain. I really don't feel like, you know, I feel like I didn't really get to know them, and that's gonna go down like a whole another rabbit hole. But like all these beefs, and even seeing that flash clip or seeing that flashback last week on TTB, I was like, what made Kendra even come at me so hard? Like, because I don't remember us having a scene where we like got into it, or I don't remember saying anything about me. I don't remember saying anything to her and Wayne personally that struck up so much fire. You know, can you jog my memory? Did we do some Mean Girls?
I don't know, but I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. I want to leave that hole alone.
I just was thinking that hole. But when y'all bring up T.S. LaKendra, I'm just like, dang. Hey, Granddaddy.
He can't hear you.
Everybody take your phone out and let her
back. No, we got to move on, because we got to move on from this. I didn't think you was gonna be talking about this. Cute.
Well, bitch, you didn't make a video last week. I want to jog your memory.
You're so funny. I will say this: it was always my hope, because I was always gonna. If I didn't retire after season 6, I was definitely taking a year off, like, because I needed it. I needed to. Yeah. I was taking a break from everything. Mm-hmm. But it was always my hope that even if I was no longer a part of the show and as a full-time member, I could still pop up, you know, as a friend of, as a guest. I could you know, I could host. Well, this was before all of this happened.
I just want everybody to talk. It's just silly.
I'm talking about back then. It was my hope that, you know, maybe I could host reunions, maybe I could introduce new programming. Like, I wanted to keep the collaboration going, because I never had any aughts with them. And I think, honestly, for me, and this may be viewed as a dig, and I'm sorry that it is, but it is my truth. The effed up qualities about the experience and all the components thereof, I just accepted it for what it was. You know, like, if this is how this person is, this is how this person is, and I just know how to maneuver around them. You know, everything.
Oh, and that was another thing.
Everything is not about.
I'll stay there for so long.
Everything is not about. Everything is not about right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
For me, some things for me is for me, it's not for me. Who am I to make a judgment on what someone else deems appropriate for their life? I just move out their way, or I just adjust myself accordingly to be able to traverse the experience. And so to answer that question right fast, I stayed there so long because maybe I was making money. I didn't, all of the BS and all of the stuff didn't get on my nerves, yes, but I was soothed into happiness by the blessings I was getting from being on the show. The rewards I got from being on the show outweigh all of this.
The
like
back,
it outweighs
the back behind the scenes foolishness, right?
Oh yeah, it outweighs all of that because
we were at Essence, like
baby, like all of like my I was working the scene on my time over there, so that's why I stayed. Just like how everybody else in
Bravo,
their own jobs.
It
don't even got to be Bravo. It could be you a teacher at the school.
To like,
you could be a secretary. You don't like your boss. You don't like your job, but it's feeding you. And at that time, that opportunity was feeding me. And it was not until, thank the Lord, that I was able to segue into something else. You know, thank the Lord, I was able to segue into something else that just so happens to be a little bit, you know what I mean? It's honestly, I feel like a lot of times too when I be talking about what be going on, and because honestly what I'm doing now is better than what I've ever done, it feels like I'm being shady or throwing shade, but if not, I'm just speaking on the goodness on what's going on, because I'm pretty sure if I was doing bad, y'all would want to know about it. Y'all would be going live and down in the comments and doing the thing. Yeah. Anyways, it's still in my spirit for reconciliation because I don't have a problem. You know, I don't mind talking about it because honestly, I'm practicing for when I'm in the red carpet and whatever. You know, girl, who would ever thought that I would be in beef with T.S. Madison regarding Cozy and Beyonce? Whoever thought I would be on Netflix, whoever thought I'll be, whoever thought. And so, Eddie, yes, you need to practice speaking about things that are not comfortable or things that may be controversial. Yes, I need to practice. And also, too, I'll be quite honest, it pays, it don't bother me. It really don't bother me none to sit over here and run my mouth because I like doing that anyways. So shit, between it paying and me practicing, baby, let's keep it going, because I'm gonna tell the truth. Just, we're gonna keep it going. I'm just gonna keep telling the truth. Anyways, I really do send love. I really don't want no beef. And it's really sad that a lot of the great things that were accomplished with us, because at some point we all were friends, whether it was work friends, business friends, we all were friends. And so it's really sad that now it's being spoken about in this manner, but it's honestly my prayer that it will fix itself. I never thought I would have seen Andario and Reese G together in a photo, because them people talking about lawsuits and it was a lot going on over there. I feel like worse than what's happening with me and you. The only thing about it is it's Oliver. That's what makes it worse. It's me.
I heard Rico Castellan say that's what Q and Oliver do. I was like, oh, do we?
What'd she say?
She just said that's what they do. We sit over here and talk shit, or we feel like we're like above, or I got the freak.
No, I
only love.
I feel like when people say they feel like other people think they are above, I feel like no, that means you feel insecure and inferior. I've been nothing but inviting as many opportunities and chances and things I've done for everybody I've been in contact with on that show and on that franchise in the genre. Me thinking I'm above anybody by my acts and by my works and what I actually do is crazy. But anyways, I let people do their things and I just continue to walk on. Is he on season 7? No, for real. I'm really serious.
Let's phone him in. I'm sure he's watching.
Oh, I don't know, but
no, I love Rico Cast. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, babes. I don't know.
I don't be.
I don't think so. I think Rico and that platform was beefing at one point in time.
They were. That's why it's shocking to hear you.
Okay.
I won't say it's shocking, but I mean, it's honestly what the people do. It's what the people do, and it's okay.
Well, they said that's what we do too. So I guess.
And I mean, yes, this is what I do. It is. It is what I do. It is. I honestly do send well wishes to everybody. Like I really do. I want everybody to continue to do well. And it is my hope that one day we can get to a place that is better than where we are now. That is my
Agreed.
intention. And that is my intention. So yeah,
We might
let's move
well
on
just
to
clip this
Housewives.
video here and then just go and make a Housewives video because you already know this shit gonna just kick up my doors, dust and noise for the week.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right.
Oh, I'm gonna be okay. That's one thing God reassured me this week is, bitch, at the end of the day, you, Quentin, you gonna be okay. You silence the noise and you listen to me. Let me be let me be the light upon your feet. All this extra, it comes with it, baby. And like you said earlier, this is just practice. And one thing for me, I'm learning to speak up more. There was a point in time where I kept everything in.
Me too.
You know, and so people are like, oh, Q's bitter. He's just talking too much. He did every time he turn around, he's talking about it. No, there was a point in time that I just allowed people to walk over me and disrespect me in a lot of ways. And I feel like now I'm coming to a place where I can hold my nuts and say what's on my mind.
Cojones.
Yeah, I can stand 10 toes on the truth. You know,
yeah,
you have your truth, and I give you that. There was many things that I could have cleaned up. I was new to producing. This is nothing I sought out to do. You know what I'm saying? So when people call me,
let's not forget. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Every spin-off opportunity that I ever was presented with, I always volunteered to share it with someone else.
Okay.
In effort to maintain said goal of said franchise, which was to elevate the creativity and lives stories of LGBTQ plus community.
Can we clear up why we became friends? Or how we became back friends? Because I know that was a topic of discussion last week. Like,
oh yeah, and I know that's why I honestly
behind the scenes.
I know that's a huge reason why he's upset with me.
Handle things in public.
But we did it for 8 hours on live. Yeah, we did. We literally did. We literally did.
We laid it all out. We had an 8-hour conversation personally.
Yeah.
Well, not even 8 hours, probably like 4. And we was like, okay, bitch, let's stop talking to save it because I think we're live like the next day. And we gave the world like an 8-hour just deep dive into the backstory of our friendship, what happened, and then how we became friends again. We became friends again by salvaging this shit behind the scenes. It was just like this. It was.
Can I use one of my interrupt you tokens?
Go ahead, because I didn't.
Yes. So I know that's a huge reason why he has a problem with me based off of his actions. No. Yes. Based off what I've seen him do to other people and how he's treated other people. What I'm saying is because he had an alt with you and had talked negatively about you to me when he thought you and I were not cool, which we were not cool. At the moment in which we became cool again, that was viewed as a team up, as a oh, you that cool with her, so you can't be cool with me. That is the thing. That is the culture over there where, you know, whereas if he not cool, the rest not cool. And I never played that game. You know, I'll treat people how you treat me because your all and fight ain't my fight. And so yes, I strongly always believed, and I thank you for saying that, and now I can say it, was I know a huge reason why he was upset with me was because I was cool. I was once again cool with you. And I think I'm gonna turn it back over to you once I'm done. But I think at least what it is for me and you is, one, we always had a strong, genuine connection. We all hit it off, you know. And I don't think people, even him, understands or realize how much time you and I actually spent together, you know. And on top of that, you and I both being, or at least sharing, very similar backgrounds and being church boys and how we were brought up, both being in Atlanta around the same age, chasing the dreams, believing in the same type of God, walking in the same type of thing. There's a brotherhood, there's a bond that I honestly believe that we form, because it's like I see you in me and you see me in you, and we are journeying this entire thing together. Yeah. On top of, you and I speak the same language when it comes to a lot of things, especially when it comes to content and business and entertainment. We talk a lot of the same tonality, or we have the same outlook or a similar approach. Yeah. And so I say all that to say, again, in short, we were friends. Like we had a friendship, and we had shared experiences, we had shared conversations, we had a shared bond, and we like each other. You know, we like each other.
And when it's not right, we want it to be right. You know, we missed.
Yes, we
together.
missed it, and I missed him. And I think it was
Yeah.
me who picked up the phone. I was like, okay, I'm done being mad. So you want to talk about it?
Mm.
And that's what we did. We talked about it, which everyone should be doing. It's just honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in. I'm sorry, it's gonna sound so offensive. I think it is so remedial of an individual to not be able
Make
to
it big
pick
screen.
up the make it big screen. I got you. I think it is so remedial for anybody in this world to have a problem with someone and not go talk to them.
And that's
You
why
are,
they just have
to
a
me, you are
conversation.
to me, it's just, and I hate to use that word, and I'm sorry, but to me, I view you as dumb. What are you doing mulling over conflict and drama that has no solution when you can literally pick up the phone and say, hey girl, hey sis, hey bro, what's going on? This is how I feel about this. Kid, let's bring some clarity to this.
That's all I
And
ever
it's
wanted.
done.
All I ever wanted. And that's what I
And
and I can come up. That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted. When people say like, oh, Dario did let you know why he let you go. Babe, nobody let me know nothing. HR contacted me from somebody who I never heard.
I don't know why every time you say HR, it just sends me.
You and I heard you say in the live last week, you sent your mom what to send me. You copied and pasted. Before you send your mom what to copy and paste me, all Quinton ever wanted was a conversation. Like, yo, these are the things that Q, you can have your ass to the house. One more thing. I don't care if it's Twitter. I don't care if it's having something late. I don't care what the fuck it is. One more thing, girl, and you out that door. That's all I wanted. Not saying I wasn't wrong. Not saying I didn't do anything. Not saying like I shouldn't have responded to Nicole, or not saying I shouldn't have did these things, or hey, y'all know I'm Aries. Y'all been with me for about close to a decade now. Y'all know if you send for Q, sometimes I'm gonna have a response. It took everything in me not to respond to a couple of people last week. But I'm just learning to mature myself as well, you know,
Yeah.
and not be in the back and forth of the media and all. Every time somebody can say something, I don't have anything to say, you know, and I'm working on it. With the whole situation with me and the CEO, and this is my last thing.
Yeah.
I wanted a conversation. That's all I wanted. You could have fired me. I'm still happy for the brand. I'm still happy for everybody. I'm so happy for Andre. What? I'm so happy for Andre in season 3 of what's getting ready to happen with season LA, with Chasing LA. Like in my last apartment, I was just like this in quiet
Q,
time.
you said you didn't want to talk about this, and
Well,
we almost 50 minutes in.
You done open the door, not trying.
Jesus.
In my last apartment, it was a morning just like this. I was like, you know what? I miss what we were doing just like a year ago. Well, when I made the transition from Atlanta to here. So to see my baby to continue on, to see them continue to grow and mature, I'm happy. Why wouldn't I be? I got 10,000 other things going on. Like literally, I have like 4 other shows. I was working on 2 shows this weekend, 2 separate shows. I'm so happy for I'm so happy for everybody. Just to wrap this up, Quincy would like the conversation. I'm with you. Oh, hopefully, one day we all can reconcile and have a sit down and have a drink, and we can talk through these things. Chasing reality was one of the baddest things in the game at one point in time. Period. And has the potential to still be. You know, I wish everybody the best. It's no hate, it's no malicious intent my way. If I said stuff last week was a little spicy or whatever, it is what it is.
Okay, we
But
got to move on.
Today, said what I said last week. This is it for me. Tapping out. Everybody the best.
It's not.
No, it is.
I just want to say I never talked about nobody's views. I never talked about nobody's quality or quantity of programming.
Don't be backpedaling and pussy popping.
I mean, if I talked about their views, I would say I talked about their views, but I ain't talk about them. Can you hear me still?
What's this balloon on the screen?
Girl, I don't know.
The lawyer was about to come in with that bullshit. He said, "Let me see all about it." It's still up there. He don't want you to finish what you geared to say. He said, "Don't be backpedaling and pussy popping. Just stand there."
Well, I mean, it's not. But what am I? But see, but here's also the thing too. What am I standing in? I literally never said anything about his views. Okay. I literally did not say anything about his views. I never said it. There's nothing for me to stand in.
Okay.
I'm being like, there's
literally nothing for me to stand in.
It's finna. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Oh, because I bought a new one. Hold on.
All I see is a balloon, and it was like a half a screen, and
I think because I had moved my finger and it caught the little gesture.
You want to take a break so now we can finally talk about Housewives? We might as well just break this video down.
Yeah, no, we might as well.
No, go back to that. Go back to the other filter.
Which one? The other one?
Yeah, I don't like this. You look too dark. I ain't even got no lights on today because I'm hungover. I can't do the lights.
But no, I never talked about nobody's views. I never talked about nobody's quality. I never did that. I never did that. I just never did it. So, you know, I really did this to respond to when people say like I'm tearing down the I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm sharing my experiences. And don't project me sharing my experiences on. And honestly, do we get mad at the person for sharing their experience, or do we fix the system so that people don't keep sharing these same experiences? I don't know. Whatever people choose to do, it's gonna be on them.